What is going on today, guys? We are back for another episode of Fear the Night. Now, today's episode, we are going to be going to the mine, or the lair, rather. And as you guys remember, this is the lair all the way up here. So, off camera, I went and got two more scouts at the school. And then I also whipped up some field point arrows here. We got 200 of them. It's a bit expensive. Cost 100 recycled metal and plastic, but we are going to need them. So I did that. I had to grab a little bit more loot to salvage down for that. I also made metal spikes out here. Now, it's just 8 of them because I didn't have more recycled metal to do more, but it was 120 recycled metal to make 8 of these puppies. But they are 2500 durability, so they will pretty much hold out anything for quite a while. But anyway, before we get going up to the mine, we're going to be crafting up some new bottoms here. We unlock them overnight. So, 3 seconds, and then we'll head off to the mine. Now, I will show going to the mine one time, and just so you guys know kind of the route to get up there and stuff, and you can see everything along the way. But after that, we'll probably just do it off camera because you guys probably aren't going to want to sit through watching that every time. So now the route we're going to take is we're going to go up through here, take around the corner, and then take a right by where you go into the point of interest there. It's not too far of a journey, so it'll go pretty quick, but it's just going to be a one-off thing where I'll show it once, and then I'll just skip the journey for it every time. You kill this guy off quick. Take them antibiotics. And we're going to cruise on up here. So we are going to just go and harvest some metal resources from the cave. We're not going to seal the Area 2 cave yet. I plan on sealing it, but not yet. I want to get some better weapons and armor going before we consider that. We still have the Area 1 layer to seal up as well. Now, we'll probably do that pretty soon. I mean, you really don't ever have to seal them if you don't want to, but it's supposed to lessen the number of zombies that you see walking around, and it will increase the wildlife count that you see walking around as well. Now, is that actually how that works? It's hard to say, but we're going to do it anyway because another thing that it will do is every time we go into the lair from then on out, there will not be any zombies there. Same with when you capture a POI, there will be no more infected in the area there. So it'll come in handy for us for sure. Now we're just going to skip through here. We're not going to loot this up. We can do some more looting maybe after we get the metal from the mine. Now it's still pretty early in the day. It's only 11:15 in the game, so now there's a lot of stuff along here, and you never will know which shelter you can occupy or not until you go by it and it appears as a diamond on the map. So like this shelter here, this is one of the 2-story ones I was talking about taking over. Now, whoops, bad shot. Oh, and it didn't kill it. Well, anyway, but this is one of the 2-story ones I want to take over eventually. Now, it probably won't be this exact one. I'm going to want one that's in a better location, more like centralized on the map. And the reason for this is because we're going to be basically setting up jump points around the map so we can jump from one spot to another quick. Like for instance, up here at the mine, what I'll probably end up doing is I'll capture one of the super small shelters up here just so we have a spot where we can, if we need to go grab some quick metal, we can just hop up there quick, fill up our character's inventory, and then fast travel right back home. So it'll just be a convenience thing more than anything. And one of the small shelters I'm talking about is that right there. It's just a really small, simple, easy one to grab. Nothing to them. Not going to be anything extreme like the poison gas zombies we saw at the big shelter we tried. Now, why is that not killing them? That was a good shot, like right below the deer's eye. So, whatever. I don't care. We're not gonna bother. If I get the kill on them, I'll take it. But if I don't, I'm not gonna try to hunt it down to kill it off. But we will hunt these guys down as we go. If they're close by the road, we will take advantage of that for all that lovely XP. We still need to level up quite a bit to unlock some more armor and some better weapons. Now, I do want to point out one thing about the weapons that we unlock as we go. A lot of them we will not be able to make right away. And the reason for this is, I believe I mentioned it in the last video, is we do need broken weapons to salvage the parts from. Now, Area 2 gives us some shotguns and a bunch of handguns, but we don't have access to the SMGs or the rifles we need to scrap down and make them. Now, we're not going to play through like we did in the last series where we basically kind of stick to the areas and clear them out as we go. We are going to be like skipping a little bit of stuff. Well, it's not really skipping it, but we're going to be, how the hell do I want to put it? Basically, we are going to start needing the SMG and rifle parts now, so we're going to go look for them. We're not just going to stick around in Area 2 and wait till we have to go to like Area 3 or something and hope we find them. No, we're actually going to go out and we're going to hunt for them parts specifically. Or not rather the parts, but the whole broken gun, and get going on them as soon as we can, really. Now we could probably do a little bit of that towards the end of this episode. We could probably take a little sneaky run up into Area 7 and hit my looting spot up there. I do have a spot up there that I like to loot. It's a dangerous spot to loot, don't get me wrong. If you aren't careful about going up there, you can run into some stuff that you're really not ready for. And you just kind of got to be careful. Now, I'm just pointing this out in case any of you guys decide that you're playing and you want to do the same thing. Just know what I do might not be the best method for you guys to do as well. And we might get killed in the process of trying it. But, why not give it a shot, You're going to walk up to me and then... Yeah, whatever. Damn deer. But this is the shelter we're going to take as a jump point. I think this is the close one to there. But as you can see, we keep unlocking some more new stuff. And yes, I do plan on making most of it. I do say most, because there's going to be some stuff that we just don't make. But, we're going to try to make as much stuff as we can and play around with it a little bit, even if we don't, use it as our main weapon or anything. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the shelter I want to capture, because the lair is right here. This is the opening to the lair here. We're going to have our scouts go sit there. Now, we could capture that one, but I don't think we need a shelter that big just as a jump point. I mean, we could, but, who knows? We'll see. Maybe what we'll do is we'll take over like every shelter on the map at some point throughout this playthrough. But anyway, guys, they have these metal nodes set up right here just outside the entrance to the cave. Now, if you need metal and are not sure about clearing out the cave, these are here just as kind of like a easy way to get the metal. You don't have to go inside to get it. These respawn, well, for me they respawn every time I load in and out of the game, but I'm not sure like on an actual server how often they will respawn, but just know those nodes are there, so you don't have to go inside to get metal. Now, would 300 metal be enough for us for now? Probably, but we're up here, we're going to take advantage of it, and we're going to try to go inside and clear out as much as we can. Now, we do not have the weapons we should to be clearing this place out. I will say that. These zombies aren't the problem. It's more that when we find the poison gas ones, they are our main issue. Now, I know it's hard to see, but what you guys can see is exactly what I see. So I apologize if it's dark. There's no way to fix that. Unfortunately, the mining helmet is not brighter, but we will do what we can with what we got. So as you can see, those are the problem ones right there. That is why I crafted the field point arrows, because killing them is going to require some extra firepower. Now we can actually swap over to them, and we will start, whoops, give me my bow. We will start raining some hits down on them. And as you can see, there is a ton of zombies down in there. Now he's going to come out. We're actually going to draw him outside if we can. He's a lot easier to fight out here in the open. If he cooperates, that is. Sometimes he won't come all the way out. He likes to get stuck just inside there, just to be kind of a pain in the neck. But actually gonna try to kill these guys off out here quick. Just so he doesn't get any extra help. Hello? How many are you gonna take? Holy crap. Oh, 24. I think we have... Yes, we do. We have this. This is what I want. I'm actually gonna hotbar this in case the fight with him gets a little bit heavy and we take a bunch of damage. Now he is just right inside the doorway here, just around the corner. We do have to kill him, so as you can see, he's right there. Come on, come out here now. You're kidding me. What are you stuck on? There we go. He's coming now. Alright, switch to our bat. And he does a lot of damage, so just be warned. As you can see, we lost about half our health just from 2 swats by him. So he's a hell of a contender now, level 20. It is a big difference from what you see in the defense waves at the school. The ones at the school are level 1 when you're hacking a scout. So quite the difference. Oh, he's up above us. Kind of wondering, I was like, well, where the hell is that one? But we don't need to worry about him. We're going to get in here. We're going to clean out as many more of these guys as we can. Now, the key when you're fighting something that's that much bigger than you and can do that much more damage is take your time and make sure you survive first and foremost. Now he's just going to hang out there in that hallway, I guess. So we're going to draw out these guys here with a couple arrows and kill some of the pack off. Don't see him. He must have just slinked around the corner into a really bad spot now. Now that's kind of a problem. Yeah, he's way down around the corner now, unfortunately. So we're just gonna rain some arrows down into these guys and hope we kill as many off as we can, just to get them out of the way. And draw them up here. Again, this is just me playing it relatively safe. We're not going all full bore out against them. Now he's back out, so let's rain some more arrows down on him. He's hard to see, and I think there's actually a clipping problem with the wall where he's at right there. Take a couple steps back. Alright, cat. Get off my hand. Cat's just clawing me in the hand. Alright, now it's time to take him on here and finish him off. There we go. Now, thank God, them ones can't split apart. Oh, can you imagine one of them things splitting apart after you killed it off like that? That would be a nightmare, I think. That would definitely make it a lot harder killing them. Now these guys can tank quite a few hits. Oh, my club's broke. Shit. Didn't pay attention to that. Take a step back. And we'll play Robin Hood. One more right there. God, they're so hard to see. This mining helmet just doesn't do enough. Alright, let's get this repaired up, as well as the bow. Now our infection level is pretty bad, so we're going to drink that, and then we're going to take a bunch of these flowers up as well. That's courtesy of being hit by him. He does a lot of infection against you, but, you know, it is what it is. If you want access to the stuff, and it's beyond your ability, you're either going to take a lot of shots or you're going to die sometimes. It's just kind of how that goes. There's not much you can do about it, but I'm going to try to get a little closer to these guys so you can start to see them. Now, yes, it is very dark, so... Of course, you had to split. You too. No. Sometimes you can tell when they're going to split, like I said. A lot of it is how they fall. That's a huge indicator of it. Now you can't tell down here because they really don't show you the arrows, like the red kind of arrow from them. But you kind of just watch how they fall. How they fall forward is like my biggest indicator for it. At least to me, anyway. Alright, there's some more back here in the corner. Just drop some bombs on them quick. Now, yes, we could have used Molotovs for this, but we don't get XP from the Molotovs, so I don't like to do that. We did just pick up something new called hemostats. If you guys have seen me play this before, you will know hemostats are pretty much useless. 10 HP. It's really not going to do us enough to make it worth having. Now, down there is the end of the cave. And, whoops. Kind of juked me there. Alright, we can slide on in through here now. You got to crouch to go through here. That guy cannot get through here, so once you aggro him over, you could just continually shoot him in the legs with your bow. But, well, as far as I know, he can't get through there. I've never had him come through once I triggered him. Alright, so he's coming. We just crouch on through here. He should not be able to get under there. As you'll see, he is stuck. So, I know it's a bad angle to try to see. It's kind of hard to hit him like this, but We're gonna do what we can. I wish it went to a better angle when you're shooting like this from crouch, because it's really, I can't see much of what I'm shooting at. I'm just kind of lining up and taking an educated guess at him. And yes, he is tanking all them shots. Every time you see that 14 XP, that is another arrow going into him. Whoops. There's a lot of misses. Look at him. He looks like a freaking porcupine with all them arrows sticking out of him. Oh, he's almost dead. One way you can tell when they're almost dead is they turn a red color. That's how you know. But look at how many arrows are in this guy. I mean, this is just unbelievable. How many did we pick up? We picked up 10 field points off of him. That's nutty. Now we can pick up, these are just regular arrows, but we will use the regular arrows. Now that all them guys are cleared out, we don't have to use our field points. We can actually switch back. And then we can drop bombs on this guy with just regular arrows, because regular arrows do plenty against the regulars, but just not enough against the other ones. So here's a new melee weapon that you find in here. It's called the pipe hammer. It does 90 weapon damage. Our chain bat does 80. Now, the difference is you cannot repair these. Weapons found like that are not repairable. And if you search these piles, these have the wood that you'll need to seal up the end of the cave. As you can see, sometimes it's not always enough, but it's a partial amount of it. And every node you see right here is all metal. So now that we have it all cleaned out, we're free to harvest in here until we either log out and log back in, and then it will completely respawn them all again, or until they reset. Now I'm not exactly sure how often they reset, but I don't plan on being down here when they do. So we leveled up again. Now that we're going to be running this stuff in and out, I'm going to take ranged again and then more weight so I can carry as much as possible out of here. Now I'm going to make a couple trips in and out of here. I want to fill up at least my 2 storage scouts, and the reason for this is we will be using a lot of metal, and honestly you can never have too much. You really can't, because you will use it basically now through the end of the game. That should be enough for this trip. Don't want to get too heavy because then you can't run. So we're going to take a couple trips in and out. And again, I apologize for it being so dark like this. I really wish the mining helmet did more. I mean, it just doesn't do enough. You could see about, I don't know, what is that, maybe 10 yards, pretty decent at most. And there's a rat. That's kind of funny, I've never noticed that. Can we shoot it? I gotta test it for science. Whoops. No, apparently you can't. I'll take my arrows back though. Yeah, now you can look on the side here. I don't believe oh yeah, there's 2 nodes here. So you don't even have to finish clearing out the place. But I figure if you've cleared out them 2 that are right down there, you might as well finish clearing out the place, because that last one that's in there can't hit you anyway. So you might as well go all the way and then get access to all of it. That's just my thought on it. You guys might disagree, but I figure while you're in there, it's basically free XP because he can't hit you. You just gotta have enough. You just gotta have enough stuff to kill him off is all. So we're at 611 out of 680 now. That's gonna be about it. I'm gonna put another half in there. I'll bring him up to 661 when it registers, and that's gonna be as much as I'll put in that one. Now we're going to also fill this guy up as well with metal. Come on. Oh, he leveled up twice. There we go. So we're going to drop that in there. But alright guys, I'm going to run in and finish filling this guy up, and then when we're done, we'll go take a quick peek into Area 7. Alright guys, I just finished grabbing all the metal out that I needed. So I think we're going to actually change the plans a little bit on going into Area 7 for right now. I think what we'll actually do is we're going to call the episode here, and we're going to, that way we can give ourselves more time when we do go into Area 7, so I can show you more, because by the time we actually got up there, we'd either have to run the episode really long, or we'd have to just cut it off there anyway. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go off camera, run back home, and in the next episode we'll start with making up some new weapons, upgrading some of our armor, all that sort of fun stuff, and we should be able to get a new bow, new harvesting tools, and possibly a new melee weapon. I'm not sure if we've unlocked the metal bat, but if we have, we'll be getting that as well. And then the next episode, or with that in the next episode, we will also, like I said, we'll go up into Area 7 and we'll take a little bit of a loot run. Then I can show you guys exactly what you can find up there, and it's a really good spot to loot. I can't exactly show you because the map's not unlocked, but so next episode, new weapons, better armor, Area 7 loot run. That is for sure. Now, after our loot run, if we have enough time, maybe we'll capture that shelter again across the road. Now, with the upgrades, we will definitely be able to take it. The new arrows, a new bow, shouldn't be too bad. Now, if we can find enough weapon parts up there to make like an SMG or a decent rifle, it's going to go completely different than it did last time. But enough about that, guys. Like I said, I'm going to run home. We're going to get everything prepped up for the next episode. And like I said, next episode, upgrading our armor, getting better weapons and harvesting tools. And we were definitely going into Area 7, so I can show you guys that. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, smash that like button, comment down below, let me know what you think so far. And as always, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, remember to subscribe, trigger those notification bells, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode. So thank you so much for being here.